Lamar, basket and one. He has 6 points, but Lamar knocks down the 3. Steal, Young Bing, look out! William Bing throws it down. Manny sees a gap and throws it down. Early down, Mike Bennett with a hammer. Fidel for 3.
Something has to give tonight as two teams looking to end frustrating stretches collide at the Pasay Astrodome. Jem Cruz and the Bulacan Cuyas hope to avoid a 5th straight loss as they try to keep in step with the teams who are currently in the play-in picture. Yan naman ang gustong iwasan nila Renz Alcoriza and the Pasay Voyagers. They would want to have one of those outright spots in the playoffs. Yan po ang magkalaban sa ating main game tonight, the Bulacan Cuyas taking on the Pasay Voyagers. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga. Ken Pangilinan kasama si Coach Juanito Gregorio. Coach Juanito, two teams currently in a funk, both young teams. How do you see this matchup playing out?
Well, you know, kailangan talaga someone really has to be able to stabilize their offense in this ball game. Both of these teams, as you were saying, are young, very erratic, pero they're both struggling the past few games. Someone needs to be able to step up and really be able to get this win.
Patingin natin yung mga nanonood sa atin live on our official MPBL YouTube channel, also on Tap Sports and Solar Sports. Let's bring in our courtside reporter, Miss Mika Abisa. Miss Mika, particularly itong Pasay, they've lost 4 straight games at home. Kumusta sila at itong Bulacan heading to this matchup?
Ken, when it's Coach M, obviously disappointed, no? Lalo dun sa pagkatalo nila sa May Kawayan dito sa kanilang home court. There was obviously an issue of immaturity. Talk to the boys about their decision making, ano, lalo na sa opensa na very free will naman itong si Coach M. Kaya sinasabi niya, pinapayagan ko naman kayo gawin lahat ng gusto niyo. So medyo mas gawing pulido lang ano yung kanilang mga desisyon. And he also reminded them na itong Bulacan Cuyas na to, hindi biro to. They almost win against two contenders in Cebu and Caloocan. Specifically, the Caloocan strong team, ano, gumawa sila ng record doon, lalo itong si Benedictos. Kaya kailangan nilang mag-ingat. Para naman dito sa Acop Brothers, they're very excited to go up against Steve Nash. No, UAAP pa lang daw, talagang idol na nila yan. Pero alam nyo kung ano pang mas exciting sa larong ito. Nalaman ko na meron pala silang NCAA reunion. Ayak, Gortiza, JRU, Sarmiento, LPU, William C. and Moralejo. Sa JRU, galing din si Medina at saka si Barrera. Tapos yung younger Acop dito sa Arellano. At nag-abot-abot talaga sila sa NCAA. Kaya excited silang magkita-kita dito sa pros. Ken Wanit.
Maraming salamat, Mika. And all those guys have already established their names dito sa MPBL. In fact, dyan sa Bulacan, 6 dyan, galing JRU under Coach Louie Gonzalez. So, tignan natin how those matchups develop. But talking about certain guys for their respective squad, you have Jem Cruz, who is leading their team in scoring. Against Binyan, he had 13 points, pero yung shooting niya medyo needs to be improved. 35.7%. Samahan mo pa 5 rebound, 3 assists.
Well, medyo mabigat yung kalaban nila in Binya. You know? So you need your veteran to step up. Jem Cruz was the willing guy to show the young squad on how it's done, but he was not that efficient. You just love the effort that this young kid, this veteran in Jem Cruz was willing to step up, pero kulang pa rin yan for them to get the win.
And now he will take on his former teammate with Bulacan, your boy, Renz Alcoriza. How about this performance despite the loss?
Well, that was a tremendous performance. Niloko ko nga siya kanina eh. Minsan na lang ganyan yung laro mo, hindi mo pa nauwi yung panalo. You know, his mystery in the end game was huge, and then eventually, syempre yung tres ni Sean Narrente really brought down itong energy na itong Pasay, and they'll go home with a 5-point loss against May Kawayan.
Let's see which team could get back on track tonight. Will it be the Bulacan Cuyas or the Pasay Voyagers? Let's go to Miguel Pere for starters.
MPBL Season 8. Let us now meet the starters, beginning with Bulacan Cuyas, the Generals. Starting at guard number 12, Joshua Moralejo. Also at guard number 19, Jabor Espinosa. At center number 31, Marge De Leon. Forward number 11, Kenneth Castillo. Also at forward number 21, Jem Cruz. The head coach for the Cuyas is Alan Salangsang. Assistant coaches, Paco Pagkalinawan, Jervy Glorioso, John Rivera, Joshua Tan, Jeronin Marin, Charlie So, Gon Pagdanganan, Rap Tamale, and Terrence Reyes. Team managers, Rolly Barredo and Paul Guevara. The team owner is Kuya Jonathan Alvarado. And now, mga kaliga, get on your feet because it's time to meet the starting unit of your Pasay Pointers. Starting at forward number 16, Jello Santiago. Also at forward number 25, Munmun de la Cruz. At center number 45, Christian Pajarito. At guard number 15, Renz Alcoriza. And at 1 guard number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. The head coach for Pasay Voyagers is Marlon Keith Martin. Assistant coaches Vic Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Brian Onog, Adrian Bocala, and Kat Tenorio. Team consultant Cholo Martin. The team owners are
Starting five is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Bulacan Cuyas roll out a backcourt of Joshua Moralejo and Gabo Espinosa. Up front are March De Leon, Kenneth Castillo, and Jem Cruz for the Pasay Voyagers. Starting in his 19th consecutive game, Steve Nash Enriquez together with Renz Alcoriza, Christian Pajarito, Munmun de la Cruz, and Jello Santiago. Game officials are Jerry Gabriel, Brian Ramirez, Efren Agana, and fourth referee Sev Pingol. Guys in white win the tip, going up against the guys in pink, the Pasay Voyagers, who have lost 4 straight games at home. And that's really telling considering, Coach Juanito, na the past couple of seasons, parang fortress ito for Pasay, na lagi silang nananalo. Ang hirap talunin ng Pasay on this home floor, but it's totally been a different story this year. Just 3-6 yung kanilang home record.
Medyo mabigat, no? Medyo marami silang talo in their home game right now. Their last win was, you were saying, May 4 para dito sa Pasay. So it's been 2 months already since they've won here in their home court. So we'll see. Against a younger team here in Bulacan, might be a different kind of energy para dito sa Pasay. It's not a full crowd right now, pero still, the energy of the fans may be crucial in them getting the win.
Their combined record the last couple of seasons, 23-5. 9-1 sila nung season 6. Mas marami silang laro last season, season 7. They were 14-4.
Natin kung makabawi sila dito in this ball game.
Gabo Espinosa, Ako Brothers coming off the bench. March De Leon continues his fine play, knocks down that shot from 20 feet.
Well, he's continued to work on his outside game. When we watched him in the preseason, in the start of the season, he was more really of a guy that loves to run the trail, loves to go for the offensive board, but he knew that he needs to be able to add to his game. But Jello Santiago on the other end, getting a 3.
Pasay ang lamang. 3-2. Ball off the foot of Gabo Espinosa. Kick ball violation. Babalik ang bola sa Pasay. Coach Alan Salangtsang is the one tasked to lead this young and upstart Bulacan Cuyas. Isang maganda rin for Pasay, Coach Juanito, is despite their struggles and despite his own struggles, ito si Nash Enriquez has been starting all of their games so far.
Yung iba yung tiwala ni Coach Marlon Martin, mararamdaman mo na talagang buo ang tiwala ni Coach Marlon with Steve Nash Enriquez. He wants him to grow in this very team. He wants him to learn from his own mistakes, and he is leading the pack. But so far, the energy has been on point. 5 points for Jello here in the first quarter.
Razzle-dazzle, Jello Santiago. Moralejo, mintis yung 3. Babalik ang bola sa Pasay, a foul on Bulacan. Pass play the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Crossover. And now to crossover para dito kay Jello Santiago. You love the actions of the wings to start the ball game in Renz Alcoriza and Jello Santiago.
Alcoriza nakawala. Hit a free earlier. That time left that layup short.
Well, nagulat siya ng haba ni March De Leon. Ang haba na nung step ni Renz Alcoriza doon, pero yung contest ni Marge sakto pa rin.
He was called the most vocal player on the side of Pasay. MoneyPay, the digital wallet built for the community. Talking about si Renz Alcoriza, no? 30 pala si Renz, di ba? Tama ba? O 31?
I think it's 31. Mas
31.
matanda sa akin, 1 year yan eh. Pero grabe mag-alaga ng katawan. Yung disiplina, iba. Dito kay Renz Alcoriza, he stayed ready, you know. A lot of guys, when you won't be called for a team to start the season, you would just enjoy, di ba? Talagang live the life siya. Stayed ready, stayed active, played in pick-up games. Tapos nung tumawag yung Pasay, handang-handa ang katawan nito ni Renz Alcoriza.
Arguably had his best season with Bulacan back in season 5. Here he is, rising up for the jumper off to the right. Rebound controlled by Jem Cruz.
I like that Bulacan team, you know. You had Mark Maloles, Renz Alcoriza, you had
Joseph Cabaini.
Joseph Gabaini, Jem Cruz was part of that team.
Here is Alcoriza finishing the fast break.
One guy as well, of course, rest in peace, to Kentoy Segura. But he was also part of that team that really competed well for Bulacan.
Bagsak si Renz dahil tinulak siya ni Joshua Moralejo. Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power. Si Joshua Moralejo yung tinawagan ng defensive foul.
It's been a struggle so far early on here in the ball game para dito sa Bulacan. The only field goal they've had is the jumper of Marge De Leon. Ngayon, medyo mas maliit pero mas mabilis itong ipapasok ng Bulacan.
Farito at the post. Turns baseline. Nice find. Moon de la Cruz with a layup.
Yung bigs ng Pasay are not just bigs capable of scoring on the post. They can give, if someone is moving off ball, Pajarito with a wonderful assist.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Spin to a drop para kay Moon de la Cruz. Might be deep inside, but the way they executed, 2 points para sa Pasay.
3.5 remaining in the first. Already a 9-point lead for the Voyagers. First game on the first day tomorrow, Basilan versus Batangas City at 5 p.m. Followed by the first home game of the Cebu Greats. Mga kalaban nila, ang Binyan at 7 at the Hoops Dome in Mactan, Cebu. Mas po yan. Kita-its pa po tayo dyan, mga kaliga. Bulacan having a flat start at the moment. Pasay in the midst of a 12-1 run. Castillo gives it up to Joshua Moralejo. Doesn't use the screen. Moralejo banks it in.
Good use of that forearm by Josh Moralejo. Didn't have a lot of space, but that little push-off against Nash Enriquez will give him that space.
De La Cruz, dinala sa kabila. Tinamaan sa ulo. We'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Ganda sana ng pick and roll between Renz Alcoriza and Moon de la Cruz. This was the play prior. See that push off. A little extension. Could be a charge, could be not a charge. Pero walang pito. 2 points pa rin yan para kay Josh Moralejo.
Moon makes good on his first free throw. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Supply yung pangalawa. Jem Cruz. against Renz Alcoriza. Still with a basketball, napunta kay Moralejo. Backing down Nash Enriquez. Aaron Ako, pakapasok lang. Barrera, napulot yung bola off the miss. And puts it back in.
That's what we were saying, a little bit smaller but more active. Etong 5 na etong Bulacan, they're quicker, they're hustling for the basketball, and they are running given the opportunity.
Enriquez. Santiago, up top. 7 on their shot clock. Paarito. Skips it to Renz Alcoriza. Shoots over Aaron Acop. Sablay. Moralejo. Pass to Jem Cruz. Being bothered by the defense of Jello Santiago. Muntik ng maagaw. Last touch. Si Munmun de la Cruz. Almost stay with the Cuyas. Darren Maliguez entering the ball game for the Pasay Voyagers. William C. naman at Vince Sarmiento para sa Bulacan. Two former JRU Heavy Bombers. William C. Jem Cruz, 5 on the shot clock. Ball stolen away. Manliguez bounce pass to a streaking Jello Santiago who could not finish. But there for the stick back fouled was Munmun de la Cruz.
Ang bilis no? Parang biglang sa isang iglap nandun na sa kabila. Itong dalawang to.
Igor Visa comes in for Jello Santiago. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
When I look at the pieces of this Pasay team, they have terrific role players. When you talk about Daryl Manliguez, who is a terrific defender. You talk about King Gortiza, who can do it at both ends. You talk about Jello Santiago, the modern-day 3-and-D. Munmun de la Cruz, who is a very good mover without that basketball. But they need someone to step up in terms of scoring. Doon talaga sila medyo nagkakaproblema. Who will score for them? Renz Alcoriza showed a few glimpses since he was added. But again, the question of consistency really para dito sa Pasay.
Jem Cruz on target from beyond the arc.
Fader on the middle, far off, pero there really are people who are natural shooters like Jem Cruz.
Bola nasundot sa likod. Cruz, nice find. Barrera, nahanap pa si Aaron Acop from the baseline.
5-point swing para dito sa Bulacan. The energy of this 5 is proving the difference. They've made a good run earlier. This was 10-3, but this good 8-4 run has cut this lead down to 2.
Under 4 minutes left. 3-point shot from Renz Alcoriza, his second dribble of the ball game.
Naririnig ba tayo ng mga to? Sabi ko kailangan nila ng scorer. Sabi na Renz, Brad, ako na.
6 early points for Renz Alcoriza.
8 na yan para kay Renz.
8 na, oh tama. He had a layup earlier. Manliguez, binangga si William C. 3-point shot brought to you by the Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. Barrera gives it up to Jem Cruz. Aaron Acop. Nice play between him and Sarmiento. Just could not finish. Labanan sa rebound. Ang foul itatawag laban kay William C.
I like this matchup. This is gonna be a dog-on-dog matchup between Daryl Manliguez and William C. Two guys na parang hindi napapagod. Whenever they're on the court, they put out 110% of their heart. Mapapanood na natin yan ngayon.
William C. did not like the last call against him. Manliguez makes the first free throw. 18-12, Pasay. Just looking at the playoff picture at the moment. More or less kasi top 3 unless one or any of them have a losing skid. parang secure na yan eh. Maglalaban na lang sila. Kung sino yung una, dalawa, tatlo. Number 4 is Ilagan. Pasig City had that big win against Valenzuela.
yes.
So sila na yung sitting at that 5th spot. Yan yung tina-target ng mga teams na dyan sa lower tier.
You just want to be safe, really. Actually, ang pinaka-sweet spot dyan, yung 4 and 5. Gusto mong makaiwas dun sa 1, 2, 3 eh. But still, an opportunity for you to be safe. The number 6 is also okay. But you don't wanna fall onto that 7 to 10 range at this point if you are Pasay dahil medyo manganganib ka pa because a lot of teams will challenge you to get into the playoffs.
On the side of Bulacan naman, they are at 4 and 11. Same number of losses dun sa mga nakaangat sa kanila. Number 10 right now is Marikina. Bataan is at 7. Nico Quinal on target from long distance. 21-14, 7-point lead. Pero nagkakatalo sa dami ng panalo eh. Despite them having 11 losses each, may 7 na agad si Marikina, 6 for Bataan. Bulacan still lagging behind at 4 wins. So kung manalo sila dito, laking bagay no, na to keep in step with those teams in front of them.
Well, they're a few games behind sa Marikina. They're, I think, 3 games behind in terms of wins. So, medyo kailangan nilang maghabol. They need a few surprises. Yung talagang makabulag man lang sila ng ilang teams. And might be a good chance to do it against Pasay who are struggling the past few games.
2 minutes remaining. Quinal, quick catch and shoot. Short. Barrera. Off the dribble. Spins. Shot by... Where's that? Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Out of rhythm yung tira doon ni Gonzalez. Far pass.
Babalik ang bola sa Bulacan.
Hindi sinalba ni Harvey yung bola.
Oo nga, si Harvey. Shoutout sa ating intern ba? Intern, no? Si Harvey. Si Maki, shoutout din. Nasa Cebu na. Kumakain na, kumakain na ng Cebu lechon dyan.
Ayun ang dapat magpadala dito.
Sa loob, Gonzalez counted plus the foul.
Ganda nung na-attract na depensa nitong si Aaron Acop. All the eyes were on Acop. All 5 pictures were trying to watch what he was gonna do. Here was the attack. All eyes. Mark Parks on the help. Gortiza not dropping down. And that will give a space for Gonzalez to get that end one.
Eugene Gonzalez completes the 3-point play. We have a timeout by the Voyagers. 80 seconds left in the first quarter. The lead has been trimmed down to 4, 21-17.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sekreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Simula July 31st, mas maaga na po tayo mga kaliga. 3 p.m. ang ating first game. 5 p.m. second game, third game will be at 7. Yan yung mga schedules. So, mas maagang simula, mas maagang tapos.
Mas maagang call time.
Mas maagang call time, tama. Commissioner Emerson Oreta with Zaldi Relubid, Head of Operations, and Noli Distrito, our Head of Security.
Na magtutungo ngayong gabi sa Cebu. Itong mga ito.
Yung first flight out tomorrow. Pero diretso na yata sila sa airport eh.
Oh, well, with how close they are, I won't be surprised. Less stress din naman, di ba? Kaya sa uwi ka pa, habol ka pa. Ang ganda naman ng jumper ni Nico Quinal na yun.
There was a foul called on the Voyagers. Penalty na sila.
Hindi ka talaga makakatakas kay referee Jerry Gabriel.
Oo.
Love ko yan dahil marami-rami ng pagmamahal binigay sa akin yan. Ilang technical na ba binigay sa akin ito?
Mabilis man tuhugin.
Mga 2-3 na ata ako dito eh.
Si Tisoy nasa free throw line. Pasok yung una. Alam mo naman kung ba't Tisoy tawag sa kanya, di ba?
Oh, ano yung tawag sa... Anong
Kambal
tawag?
niya?
Oh.
Nek-nek.
Nek-nek yun, nek-nek.
Si Aaron Jan yun. Siya si Aaron Paul. 2 for 2 at the line. 23-19, 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Ortiza. Parks providing the screen. Natapik ang bola. King launches the free. Pasok yan.
Offense has been on point para dito sa Pasay. 26 points in a quarter. That's rare to see coming from a team that's struggling offensively, but it's good to see that they are scoring well in today's ballgame.
Akop. Hindi masyadong maayos yung pasa pero na-recover nila. One-hander galing kay Mark Barrera.
Mark Barrera, hindi niya kinukuha yung bola, but the 4 points that he has always been at the right place at the right time.
Cortiza, the one-handed putback. That should count, yeah.
That's gonna count for King Gortiza. What a beautiful timing coming from King Gortiza. Never gave up, saw that there was still a second remaining. Matagal pa to eh. With still 2 seconds, a lot can happen. Then all the 3 white shirts, no one boxed out. That is gonna count for King Gortiza.
Just in the nick of time for King Gortiza.
Good for King Ortiza.
And Pasay, they had this strong start. They will finish off the quarter in front over Bulacan, 28-21.
Bakit parang ayaw mo nang makipagkita sa akin?
Dahil natatakot ako. Maganda kung iisipin pero sa totoong buhay.
So hindi po pwede ang rich girl at poor boy?
Bakit pwede ba?
Bakit naman hindi?
Experience the romance that captivated millions. Witness the unforgettable love story of Kemal and Nihan in the Emmy Award-winning Turkish romance, Endless Love. Premieres July 20, Monday at 9 p.m. only on Solar Flix. Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Parang kwento lang ni Direk B at ni Madam M.
Endless na endless.
Happy to have you with us tonight dito po sa Pasay Astrodome. Nagpapabati din, happy birthday si Yobi Vev Galiga, anak ng isa sa ating mga referee, si Fevy Boy Galiga. His 4th birthday today. Quick thoughts lang on the first quarter, Coach Juanito.
Well, ganda ng opensa netong Pasay. You know, everybody was getting a touch of that basketball. The wings are playing elite. You need your scorers to score. Alcoriza, Gortiza, and also itong si Nico Kinal. These are the wings that have provided a lot of baskets. Hala ko, 6 points agad. But Daryl Manligue staying active, getting the putback right there.
Mga gumagawa ng putback, yung mga guardia eh.
Oo, tama.
Gortiza kanina. Ngayon, si Manligues.
You never turn on that blind side if you are any player kasi yan yung gusto nilang kunin. Habang nakatalikod ka, merong paparating sa likod. Especially on a coffin corner. Lucky for Bulacan, they keep the basketball.
This was Darren Manligues swooping in. Moralejo. Marks in front of him. He shoots. Fouled by Mark.
3 free throws yan para kay Josh Moralejo. A little bit too aggressive is Mark Parks.
3 free throws coming up for the San Jose del Monte native, Joshua Moralejo. And titignan muna nila kung nakapak sa linya.
Just talking about WMPBL, nanalo nga Kari.
Panalo na?
Yes.
Or was it?
14-point win. Not mistaken.
Wow. Alright, congratulations to the Akari Sparks.
Si Manong yan, ang mananalo.
Si Manong Derek. Winning it over Coach Cholo Villanueva. Yeah, congratulations to them. First runner-up ng Batangas City, New Zealand Blue Fire.
Another heartbreaker for Coach Cholo.
Ano sila back-to-back silang naglaban sa finals, no? MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. So back-to-back din na natalo ang Batangas City sa Ahari.
Tama ba?
Sige, double check natin. Ay, hindi. Revenge pala.
Oo, tama.
Revenge. Nakabalik.
So, yung rivalry continues.
Oo, parang ano pala yan, no? Brewing rivalry pala yan sa WMPBL.
Dito wala pa tayong super rivalry, no? Talagang...
Dito sa MP?
Oo, wala pa yung talagang 1 and 2, yung Boston Lakers na kind of a rivalry. Kasi din nakadepende sa season yung rivalry, eh. Last year, ganda nung Binyan versus Quezon.
Right.
And then, it's different. Batangas and Quezon also has this kind of a rivalry in the Southern Division, but it's not the rivalry that we have yet.
Siyempre, huwag mong kalimutan. I tag this the most compelling first round series ever. Pangasinan versus Nueva Ecija.
Oo, tama. Nagkagulatan. What a run by Pangasinan that they had. Sadly, that both of the teams are not playing the season, but we hope to see you back soon here in the league.
Mark Parks at the line. Hits his first free throw. Let's go courtside to Mika Bisamis.
Coach M emphasized to the boys that they need to practice winning, no? Hindi pwedeng laging learning lang. Specifically talk to Cyril and Steve, asking Nash to develop a stronger body so he can have better matchups with bigger and more experienced guards. Also reminded them about the reads. Basahin ng defenders kung cut ba o curl. Kasi nga almost free-willed na sila to do anything they want in terms of offense. They just need to be smarter with their decision. Coach M trusts that these boys will soon turn into men, no, towards the harder parts of the competition. Ken,
maraming salamat, Mika. Ang maganda naman kasi, at least ngayon, maaga nilang matatry i-figure out, no?
Oo.
Kung ano yung mga kailangan nilang ayusin.
There are a few coaches that likes losing early. No, just for them to wake up as early as possible and then mahanap na nila kung saan mali. You know, this is actually a good story of Binyan last year. They were not the favorites. They were losing early on, but they knew how to win come the playoffs. And they surprised a lot of teams, almost an upset against Quezon. And Coach M might have the same mindset na, you know, no panic right now. We know we have a good team and hopefully it comes along eventually when we really need it the most.
Brian Hilario, sablay yung kanyang tres. Andre Acop, dire-diretso for the graceful finish.
Parang pinanood si Warlo Batak dun sa kanyang reverse na yun. That was the game winner of Warlo Batak last week, who had another game winner just 2 days ago. Pero yung mga athleticism nitong mga batang to, hindi talaga mapapantayan.
Uso pala sa mga Bulacanyo yan.
Ayun nga, no? Tama.
Brian Hilario, the fade and the basket. 34-28. Bounce pass ni Jem Cruz. Patungo kay Kenneth Castillo.
Just love the quick pace being played by both of the teams right here. Both are trying to push the ball as early as possible.
Fast break the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
What a jump. What a hang time coming from Nek Acop. Can we call him that?
Hindi. Yung ano yun, yung kambal niya yun.
Ay, yung kambal, sorry. Tama, hindi pala si ano.
So si Aaron Paul, si Aaron Jan. Si Aaron Paul, si Tisoy. Si Aaron Jan, si Nek.
Yung pala yung kambal. Shout out kung nanonood man ngayon.
Si Nek. Na maagang nagtaguyod ng pamilya. That's why he had to step aside his basketball career. Pero ang ganda ng story nila, no? On how they got first into basketball.
Yes.
Brian Hilario, 2 consecutive baskets lamang ng Pasay, 36-29.
You cannot be fooled with the way he stands, he looks. You know, sometimes medyo mamaliitin mo with the way Hilario is. But he's given a lot of minutes for a reason. Brian Hilario has a role, and it is to stretch out the floor. In 12 minutes of play per game, he is averaging more than 6 points a ball game. A good big with elite footwork that can really stretch out the floor. Another basket para dito kay Brian Hilario.
Alam mo, gusto ko kay Brian Hilario. Nakakailang season na siya dito sa MPBL. His 4th consecutive season, I think, with Pasay. Dami na rin nagbagong players. Oh! No, it's an offensive foul. Tama ba? Yeah, it is.
It is. Obviously, kay Josh Morel, nakatakas na siya ng isa kanina kay Steve Nash. Hindi na siya makakaulit.
Ito yung sinasabi, no? How, but luckily for Pasay, they had a break dahil nga humawi doon si Joshua Moreleo. But with regards to Enriquez, having to hold his own against the more experienced, mas malalaking guards in the league. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Isolated up top, Alcoriza against Andre Aco.
Arellano versus Arellano yun.
Yeah. Jello Santiago flies in, lays it up, and in, plus the foul.
This is the 3rd team I'm watching, Jello Santiago. He played for CEU, he played for NU, then he's now playing for Pasay. That baseline drive is deadly when you give that to Jello Santiago. He knows when to fly high. Kahit malayo, maganda yung leap forward netong si Jello Santiago. So you have to close him down or maybe sometimes even send him middle and hope that there is a help side.
Mana-mana lang, Jaja. Dindin ngayon, si Jello.
Ano bang pinapakain sa kanila? Ano ba yung gumigising ba silang tumatalon?
Ito mga tubong Nueva Ecija to Baka
yung kanin.
Oh. Andy Rice. 38-29, 9-point advantage for Pasay. William C. back in the ball game. Andre Aco sees daylight, dumps it down low. Hindi inaasahan ni De Leon yung pasa.
That was the perfect decision, but the big was not ready. Can't expect that they go for the finish because you can be an option on the drop, and Marge was not ready for that drop pass.
Hilario, entry pass. Pajarito, post up short. Rebound, Jem Cruz.
Christian Pajarito still has not scored in the ball game.
William C. turns the corner, lays it in for 2.
Ang mahirap dun yung turn. You know, it's the screens hit, but for you to turn your body and to be at the same speed, that was the tough part in that situation. William C. though, no problem.
38-31. Lead chopped down to 7. Santiago. De Leon switches on to him. Jello takes it. Misfires from the outside. Jonathan Medina comes away with a rebound.
Gotta credit the defense on the switch there. Good movement by the big.
Medina gets it back. Alcoriza tried to cut him off, but he will be tagged with a foul. Coach M still searching for answers. Past the halfway point of the second quarter, just a 7-point lead. Jonathan Medina. Bola na agaw ni Farito.
Basang-basa ni Christian.
Bagsak si William C. Offensive foul ang itatawag laban kay Christian.
Kahapon pa nakatayo doon si William C. Alam niya na, you know, I'll take my chances that he might try to attack the other way, and he got his chances right. Off the attack, that's an obvious charge on Christian Pajarito.
Tama yung hula ni William C. You have a timeout with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sekreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak Panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. 38-31. Pasay in front over Bulacan. Coach Marlon Martin and the Pasay Voyagers seeking their 10th victory. Christian Farito, their leading scorer, but has been off to a slow start.
It's been the wings that are doing the damage. Para dito sa Pasay, Alcoriza with 8, Santiago with 7. Kinal has contributed as well with 4, and Cortiza with 5. One guy that we haven't seen in the ballgame is Cyril Gonzalez.
Oh, nga. Yeah, he hasn't gotten off the bench. You're right. Bola na agaw, Alcoriza. No whistle. Jello, pass to Reds. Takes the 3. Running start for William C. Gets past all defenders for the layup.
Talking about a dog mentality in William C. Tatlong nakapink dinaanan ni William C. The heart of this kid once again is seen.
Babaksa di ba ang abante ng Pasay. Fajarito. Bumuelo glides in for the layup.
Natuto kay Jello Santiago on how to drive, try to jump far, and either if no one helps, go for a finish or maybe look for that drop pass.
7-point advantage. Akop, long 3-point shot. Book it.
Can't say much about that shot. That's not even the best decision on that play, but it's all talent, all guts, all confidence coming from Aaron Akop. Off a handoff, he fires right away.
Enriquez binawi din with a free of his own.
Ganda naman ang pinapanood natin dito. It's been a clinic. Outside, inside, drive and kick, drive and dish. If you are a kid, you should be watching this kind of a ball game because you can learn a lot from both of these teams.
Jem Cruz pumwersa, supalpal, inabot niya kay Munmun de la Cruz. Pasok sa loob si Vince Sarmiento at si Herald Benedictos. Layo na itong pinakawalan ni Aaron Akop. Bawing-bawi naman kay Steve Nash Enriquez.
Steve has been quiet. First 3 points for Steve. Uy, ganda naman.
Benedictos, kakapasok lang, nagpakawala agad ng dress.
May mga taong hindi kailangan ng warm-up eh. Yung arms sila are just ready. You know, give me some space and I will fire. Ganun na ganun si Herald Benedictos.
And you were a witness to his out-of-body experience in Malolos, his hometown by the way, where he fired 7 triples in a single quarter in the third, kung saan nakahabol sila doon. Had a lead of 7 points before falling short against Caloocan.
Parang once-in-a-lifetime experience yun to do it in your home court. For you to be able to make a comeback against the #1 team, hayop, Herald Benedictos.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Enriquez. Pasa kay Christian Farito, steps back. Long 3-point shot is on target.
6 triple of the ball game para dito sa Pasay. They're 6 out of 15. This is the home court advantage that you want to see from the Pasay Voyagers.
Akop, pass to Medina. Stops on a dime. That rattles in.
Not pretty quiet in today's ball game. He's averaging close to 9 points a ball game, but that's the first 2 for Jonathan Medina. You need a lot more activity coming from your wing.
Pasok sa loob si Castillo. Gonzalez ngayon lang pinasok
Well, interesting because there's no natural point guard on the side of Pasay right now. I don't know if it's either Alcoriza or Cyril Gonzalez that will be playing the point. Pero pareha si Manligues at saka si Enriquez ay wala po muna.
Pero yan yung lineup nila nung closing moments against Mikawayan.
Yes.
They did not have Enriquez on the floor.
They wanted to go a little taller on that end game. They played terrific, pero yung tira ni Argente, napakabigat. Nakita mo naman, when you watch all the highlights, as soon as that three went in, nagtayuan yung fans at umuwi. It's that kind of a feel na, ay, wala na. Ganon kabigat yung tira ni Sean Argente.
Night. Tumama sa ilalim ng board. Despite everything that has happened, these two teams just separated by 5 points. We have a timeout with 63 seconds left in the first half. Basilan versus Batangas City. Yung first game natin. While second game will be the first home game of Cebu. Kalaban nilang Binyan. Dyan po sa Hoops Dome in Mactan, Cebu. Malapit sa mga beaches dyan. Ano yan Isang island yan Mactan Island. So, masaya yan para sa ating mga Cebuano. Tama ba? Maayong udto sa inyong tanan.
Hindi ako ang makakapagsagot yan, kundang tama. Wala bang dito, mga Cebuano? Wala, no?
Saan? Dito sa mga naglalaro?
Hindi ako sa mga Kasi
Si
ito,
ano?
puro Bulacan ito
Bisaya to. Si
Steve
Cyril.
Nash.
Si Steve Nash.
Steve
Tama.
Nash, tama. Mamaya siguro, clarify natin paano mag-good evening.
Naingit kaya si Steve Nash na...
Oo nga, no? Kasi fan favorite din yan
Oo, fan favorite yan sa Cebu
Siguro may konti. Should be playing for his hometown.
Kasi, ang hilig daw niyan dati, si Steve Nash, nung bata siya, bago pa siya napunta sa University of Visayas, as the shot clock is winding down, tumama sa ring, nakuha ni Sarmiento. Yung mga they're playing for something, yung mga laro, pero sa, mga barangay courts lang. Doon siya sumikat.
Bago na-discover.
Oo. So folk town hero sa Cebu to
Naman, pag umuwi siya, may mga liga siya doon. Talagang pinagkakaguluhan itong si Steve.
Ay, ito palagay ko, upgrade.
Jersey Paul.
Oo. Pag yan, more often than not, tatawagan nila ng sportsman-like foul yan. Ay, hindi. Okay. I spoke too soon. Si Jerry Gabriel tumawag. Just a normal foul.
Natutuwa ako pag niningitian ako.
Bira yan.
Oo.
Ha?
Sabi nga niya kanina, buti pa dyan ka na lang, relax ka lang.
Itong free throw na ito din sa atin yan na extreme ang subok. At kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. That's Nash Enriquez from Minganila, Cebu. Tama ba? Minglanila, sorry. Mingnanilla, Cebu. Aaron Acop. 3-second differential between shot and game clock, but it does not matter because they give away the basketball. Jem Cruz fouls Geno Santiago while airborne.
It's a great read coming from Gelo Santiago. He knew that they were gonna give it to that far end of the hand. Ayun, tinapek, inabangan, and then went for that run just too quick. Jem Cruz, all he can do is either give him the 2 or make a hard foul, which he decided for the foul.
Si Daphne pala binanggit sa akin. Si Jello pala was a former volleyball player of Letran before he transitioned to basketball. Sa CEU, banggit mo, tapos sa NU.
Daming ganyang mga kwento, no? Si Mark Pingres, Calvin Abueva, Troy Rosario, and then just a few days ago, si Sed Manzano pala, volleyball ang unang sport.
Oo nga. Volleyball ba o...
Palarong pang bansa level.
Oo, tama. Sa Romblon, no? 4 seconds left. Aaron Acop, napasa pa kay Jem Cruz. Open look. This will count. He hits it with the game clock expiring here in the first half.
Terrific drive and kick coming from Aaron Acop. That was a tough situation. Masikip, pero nagawa ng paraan. Ayun, 5 pink shirts, still 3 seconds. Jem got the pump fake, and then just at the nick of time, that is gonna count para sa Bulacan.
Jem Cruz with a pair of threes. Their leading scorer on average this season, 12.9 points. Tonight, he has 8. And just a 4-point lead at the half. Pasay in front, 48-44. Forcing his way inside. Pull up. Oh my goodness. Counted. Tossing foul. What a move. Foul to Simi. Finish. Just a foul.
We saw that in the national final.
At mga kaliga, it's now time for the all-new Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge 1v1 Face-Off. Mas exciting na ang ating challenge dahil 2 players ang sabay na maglalaban sa ating court for our grand prize. Kaya kilalanin natin ang ating challengers, sina Aaron Diaz mula sa Harrison at si Romel Villafuerte mula sa Barangay 191 Pasay. Alright, Aaron and Romel, meron kayong 45 seconds to complete a driving layup, a free throw, a 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Each attempt must be taken from the official Sports Plus floor markers. Ang unang player na makakashoot mula sa half-court line ang siyang mag-uwi ng 50,000 pesos. If the time is up and walang nakakomplete ng challenge, ang player na unang nakaabot sa pinakamalayong spot ang mag-uwi ng 2,000 pesos. Hindi naman uuwing luhaan ng ating non-winner dahil siya ay mag-uwi ng 1,000 piso. Kaya sa bagong Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge, lahat ng kasali panalo. Alright, Aaron and Romel, 45 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go! At unang nakashoot si Romel Villafuerte. Ayan na, nashoot na rin ang free throw. Patungo rin sa 3-point line. 30 seconds. 25 seconds. Come on, guys. At ayan na, nakakompleto na ni Romel Villafuerte. Ang 3-point shot, patungo na siya sa half-court line para sa 50,000 pesos. Napalakas na, kaya pa isa ba? 2, 1, and go! Sayang! Munti ka nang makuha ang 50,000. Pero good effort pa rin sa ating mga challengers. Mag-uwi si Romel Villafuerte ng 2,000 pesos. Samantala si Aaron Diaz ay mag-uwi ng 1,000 piso. Once again, that's our Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge at sa atin na Sports Plus, the official sportsbook partner of the MPBL.
may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. Pag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di patatalo, buong barangay ay support.
48-44 is the score at the half. Pasay abante kontra Bulacan ng 4 na puntos. And when you look at how the numbers stack up, Coach Juanito, saka yung trend ng laro, no? 15 seconds lang lumamang yung Bulacan. That was 2-0. And then that 3-point shot by Santiago gave them the lead for good. Talking about Pasay. Pero credit the Kuyas because they got themselves to win striking distance. Din nila pinapalayo itong Pasay.
Well, itong Bulacan, you know, it's always a fight with this team. Even though Pasay had a little bit of a bigger lead back in the first quarter in the TUT ng Bulacan. You love the system that they're running. But something both of the teams need to fix is both on the defensive end. You're giving a lot of easy shots. It's been a clinic on the outside and the inside. You see right here, only 10 triples for both of the teams. Not a lot of rebounds because both of the teams are shooting it pretty well at 51%. So defense needs to be something that they address during the halftime.
Aaron Acop had a long 3-point shot earlier. He has a total of 9 points. 8 puntos naman para kay Jem Cruz. They are actually the 2 leading scorers on average. Identical numbers, 12.9 points per ball game. Para naman sa Pasay, Renz Alcoriza nangunguna fresh off his performance of 26 points. Jello Santiago had a strong start with 8. Third quarter underway. William C. will enter the lineup together with March De Leon, Mart Barrera, Jem Cruz, and Herald Benedictos. Na-wipe out sa screen. Sayang dahil pasok na yung tres sana ni Herald Benedictos. Jem Cruz, that's big. That's his 3rd foul. He has to watch out.
And they'll decide to bring in Kenneth Castillo.
Maaga. Hindi susugal ng Bulacan. Dahil nga 3 foul na si Jem Cruz. Does not want to risk him of picking up his 4th.
Well, this is not the usual combination the past few games. Itong si March De Leon and Kenneth Castillo. Usually, it's both of them that substitutes for each other at that 5 possession. Wow, what an attack coming from William C.
Pangatlong beses na niyang ginawa yan.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, he reminds me a lot of a young Kyle Lowry. The way he attacks, the way he sacrifices his body, the way he is fearless, reminds me of Kyle Lowry.
Mga idol din yan, number 7 siya.
Oo, tama.
48-47, isa na lang ang lamang ng Pasay. Faarito kicks it out to Steve Nash Enriquez. Alcoriza. Pass outside, Paarito ending up with a basketball. Gugulong palabas yung kanyang dress.
Better defense by Bulacan that they're playing. Tama, ang bilis ng closeout. They're closing down on the inside. Nothing easy on the offense of Pasay.
Delix yung pasa na yun ni Mark Barrera. Natapig palabas ni Christian Paarito. William C. Drives. Lost a foul again. He will head to the line for 2 free throws.
He's lucky because that was already too deep inside para dito kay William C. No, something probably that he can add on. There was a good roller on the middle. His head was not really up, so hindi naging option. Pero you love the aggressiveness coming from William C. Probably just something that he can add on eventually.
Ties the ball again up, getting the first free throw. Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. William C. spent 7 years in JRU. Last 2 under Coach Louie Gonzalez before moving over to finish out his collegiate career with LPU.
Remember about, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, I got to talk to him. Sabi ko, I forgot, I didn't know which high school he played for. So I asked, brother, saan ka naglaro ng high school? Sabi niya, kuya, 7 years ako sa
binanggitin niya
JRU.
sa'yo. Okay.
And that's with pride. So alam mo, parang proud siya na naglaro siya para sa JRU.
Sakto pa, jersey number niya, number 7. Paarito, naago yung bola, dire-diretso, puts it in, plus the foul.
You know, he can always put that ball on the floor. He doesn't need to because of all the ball handlers he has here in Pasay, but given the chance and the need, he will always attack on the side of the pink.
Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power. Fajarito strokes in the free throw. 51-48 Pasay. Moralejo nakawala sa depensa ni Enriquez. Benedictos pulls the trigger and puts it in.
Matic. That's how you can describe Herald Benedictos. Just even a little inch of space, the guy is able to make hard shots.
Fajarito, the offensive rebound. Hook shot is put in. Fajarito with 5 straight points.
Yung sinasabi ko sa iyo kanina. All of a sudden, how does the crowd all of a sudden become many?
Kaya nga eh.
Kanina, sabi ko, di ba, to start the ball game, not a good showing. It's not really the same crowd. All of a sudden, after the halftime, biglang marami ng ating fans dito sa Pasay Astrodome.
Pakawala ng tres si Herald Benedictos. Let's go courtside to Mika Abisamis.
Benedictos has made noise this season, but just so you know, practice player lang siya dati sa Pasig. Sarangani, hindi rin masyado. He appreciates all the attention, but he also knows he still has more to experience. Sabi niya, gusto ko pa gawing pulido yung skill set ko, lalo yung shooting form. He plays the drums, by the way, sa church nila. So minsan daw, pag medyo intense ang game, para lang daw siyang tumutugtog ng drums sa tenga niya.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Just to add on, yung stint niya sa Pasig Catholic College, kasama niya doon si Lester Tamayo.
Okay.
They were under Coach Bong Ramos. They won a title. Dapat maglalaro siya sa Pasig. Kaya lang, dahil sa pandemic na udlot yun, and now ending up with Bulacan. Ito si Herald Benedictos. Mark Barrera squeezing through with a layup. Tabla na tayo, 53 all.
That's a finish for Mark Barrera. That was good defense. On a run, there was a hand up, but Mark Barrera able to contort his body and able to get the finish.
Fajarito, sablay yung kanyang tira. Pagkakataon para sa Bulacan na lumamang. They've had the lead just for 15 seconds. Benedictos pulls it up. No good. Remember how Bulacan had that explosive third period against Caloocan. Pasay would certainly don't want to have that a repeat of that. Fast break the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Christian Parito with a hand up, but Mark Barrera just proving that his offense was better in that situation. What a finish for Mark Barrera.
Alcoriza, pasok yung unang free throw.
Second guy in double figures on the side of Pasay.
Averaging 11.6 points. Ipasok parehong free throws. 55-53. Skip pass, delikado yan. Barrera, napulot. Nandoon si Marks De Leon. Puts it in. And he has a chance to give Bulacan the lead at the free throw line.
Well, both of these teams attack early on the shot clock. Kita mo naman dito, the first 12 seconds, the first space they see, attack early and make the defense confused. They didn't know who was gonna help down, who was gonna help up. The late help actually fouled March De Leon.
Two guys who spent a season with Muntinlupa last season, dating JRU. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Labang na ang Bulacan after trailing by as many as 9 points.
That's why you can never count out this Bulacan team because of the heart of every player. Very gutsy. They continue to fight. Kahit gaano kalaki ang lamang lalaban ang Bulacan.
Sa poste, Fajarito facing a double team na libre si Jelo Santiago. Wala. Benedictos nakuha yung rebound. William C. slams on the brakes at the elbow. Mark De Leon, he will retreat. Finds Mark Barrera using a series of screens. Sarmiento tumanggap. Naghahanap ng papasahan. Paubos ng shot clock at 5. Barrera, that huge step, puts it in. Another 3-point play coming up for Bulacan.
That was the last option on their offense para dito sa Bulacan. There it was going nowhere. But Mark Barrera found a way. Steve Nash tried to close down on that driving lane on the left. That's a good read by Mark Barrera. Attacking middle, getting a bump off of Steve. Basket and one.
Mark Barrera will shoot the bonus. Papasok sa loob si Cyril Gonzalez at si Brian Hilario. Barrera 8 points, 2 assists. Tubong Bacolod to si Mark Barrera. Pumulong palabas yung kanyang free throw.
Importante, nakuha na nila yung kalamangan dito sa larong ito.
Manligues. Bulacan sitting in a zone. Gonzalez, baseline drive, puts it up. Foul before the shot, so no free throws. Si Aaron Acop pinituhan ng kanyang pangalawang foul.
Only going to be the 4th foul. It's going to be a sideline inbounds.
Yeah, last foul to give.
Both teams should 4 already, actually.
Baseline inbound, Santiago. Marks tumanggap, pasa kay Cyril Gonzalez. Makes a quick move, the runner will roll through.
Comfort shot para dito kay Cyril Gonzalez. Driving middle and then either a jumper or a float. So you have to close out early and be able to limit that floater of Cyril Gonzalez.
Mark De Leon. Napalakas yung pasa, ending up with the hands of Barrera anyway, who hits the corner pocket jumper.
Mark Barrera has been scoring terrific. Already 10 points in the ballgame para kay Mark Barrera.
60-57. Nakawala si Brian Hilario. Pasa sa corner. Santiago lumusob. Hilario up fake. Creating space. Wala. Mananatili ang possession sa Pasay.
But everybody reacting though. On the side of Bulacan, they're saying, do we have to challenge this?
And they will use a coach's challenge. Dahil kumbinsido sila na last touch ang Pasay. We'll be back for the result.
masaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Ball possession for Pasay Voyagers.
Yun lang. Unsuccessful para Bulacan.
Natin dito. Last touch there. That was a rebound by Mark Parks. Tapik. They're saying it hit the leg of Mark Parks. Coach Alan Salangsang not happy with the whistle. Oh, pero swerte. Turnover.
William C. gets ahead of the defense. Almost got it in. JRU boys, shout out Coach Louie Gonzalez.
Of course, Coach Louie. Di ko maintindihan. Ano kayang ginagawa ni Coach Louie? Is he just watching his boys or is he scouting?
Naglaban na bang Bulacan sa Kailagan? Para hindi pa. No?
Naglaban na ata.
Alam ko Pasay sa Kailagan naglaban na yan. Extreme ang subok. At kumpletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. So, unang free throw ni
Naglaban na sila
William
June 16. That was a close one actually.
Ilagan sa Bulacan.
Only a 4-point win for Ilagan.
Ay, dito yun. Dito pala yun. Tama, tama.
Ako pala yun.
Tayong dalawa yun.
Oh, tayo rin nakalimot.
Oo nga. First game pala. First game yun. Yun yung unang laro yata nila Robbie Celis eh.
Yes, that's right. That's a month ago actually.
Wala lang. Nunod lang siya. Yun lang. Pakiyo na niya nakalaban to. Pero potentially baka pwede rin nila makalaban isa sa mga to sa
cross
sa
actually.
playoffs eh. Playoffs, play-in.
Let's remind everybody that there are at least 6 players galing sa JRU coming from Coach Louie Gonzalez for playing for Bulacan.
Pero Nakop. Nice dive by Marge De Leon. Just could not finish. Nakabuelo si Cyril Gonzalez. The bump and the finish.
Same thing for Cyril Gonzalez. The drive middle, a little deceleration. They tried to close down on the driving lane. A little fader, but still that floater from Cyril is very deadly.
Pero Nakop. Nasundutan, pero na-recover ni Vince Sarmiento. How about Bulacan shooting the lights out in this quarter?
It's already 20 points for Bulacan here in the third.
Merong foul. It's gonna go against Vince Sarmiento.
I don't think that's the smartest of fouls para dito sa Bulacan. They're already up by 5. They are in penalty as well. So it's not really the best decision coming from Bulacan.
Cyril Gonzalez at the line. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play. Or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Gonzalez shooting 88% from the free throw line this season. Knocks down both. Jonathan Medina checks in for Mark Barrera.
Each quarter, Pasay has allowed 20 points or more galing dito sa Bulacan. So, defensively, Coach M really has to find a way in getting the stops. And this is not the way, getting a foul early on in the shot clock.
Ang na-foul ay si Aaron Nakop, an 80.5% free throw shooter. Alam mo naman, no, na si Aaron Nakop dati niyang sport baseball. Silang dalawa ni...
Yes, from the episode.
Andre. So yung sinasabi nila na nag-recruit sa kanila, si Coach JP Magbitang, is from San Ildefonso, Bulacan. He was a former player sa D-League. Saka part siya nung champion team. Nakakampi sila Joseph Sedorifa, basta under Coach Egay Maaray.
Okay.
Yeah, sila Aaron Heruta, Samboy De Leon, Jason Opiso, Alfred Batino, Alvin Abundo, and former Bulacan Kuya, Joseph Celso. Lakas yung lineup nila nun. Yun yung nag-recruit. Yun ang naka-discover sa Ako Brothers. Si Coach JP. Shoutout sa'yo, Coach JP. Kung nanonood ka.
Yung panigurado yan, nanonood sila. Question is, does Coach Alan want to use another challenge as he only has 2? Ginamit na niya yung isa. There you go. Aaron Jacob says, Coach, kalma lang. Hindi kailangan.
Lapit na pala yung kasal yan, si Aaron. Sa August daw. So ilang linggo na lang yun.
Oh, tama.
Yeah.
2 weeks away na lang tayo from August.
So,
congratulations in advance.
congratulations to Aaron.
Kay Tisoy.
Kay Tisoy, tama. 66-61. 5-point lead. 2.5 remaining in the third. Hilario against Andre Acop. Brian out of control, had to put it up, almost got it in. Rebound na pulot ni Aaron Acop.
He was not able to release that basketball. All his teammates were denied. So wala siyang mabigyan ng bola itong si Brian Hilario.
Solid screen provided by Marge De Leon. Open look, Jonathan Medina. Pasok yan!
What a quarter being played by Bulacan. They're winning this quarter by 12 points, 25-13, inside, outside, half court, or the running game. Lahat gumagana para sa Bulacan.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. Biggest lead for Bulacan now at 8 points. Timeout Pasay.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sekreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Basilan versus Batangas City ang ating first game tomorrow at 5 p.m. followed by the home game. Homecoming ng Cebu Greats. Kalaban nila ang Binyan, 7 p.m. Lahat ng yan gaganapin sa Hoops Dome in Mactan, Cebu. Kita-its po tayo dyan mga kaliga. Exciting ang ating mga laro. Oh, excited din siya. O, kita nyo naman, no? Bukas yan, Hoops Dome. On Saturday, after a one-day rest, we will be at the Cebu Coliseum. Zamboanga versus Mindoro first game, and then Cebu naman, makakalaban ang Caloocan. 2 minutes remaining. Pasay trailing by 8. Urtiza got it back. Kinal, big free. Who cuts it down to 5.
Well, they need a guy to step up in terms of their scoring. They've only scored 12 or 13 in the quarter, and that's a guy that can show up in moments like this. 7 points in total from Nico Kinal.
Andre back to his older brother Aaron Acop. Long 3-point shot is short.
Good chance for Pasay to cut the lead here.
Urtiza between the legs. Gonzalez behind the back dribble na agawan ni Andre Acop.
Aureliano will win against Mapua. Kilalang kilala on what to do. He loves that. When you close down on the lane, he would always go to the other end, usually with that behind the back. So ang ganda ng basa doon ni netong si Acop.
Si
Andre. Unable to get that steal. Kita mo yung steal nang galing sa baba. And that's all instincts coming from Andre.
72 seconds left. William C. comes back in for Aaron Acop. Guarded by Kinal. Tumanggap si Jonathan Medina. Back to William C. Sarmiento offering that screen. 4 JRU boys on the floor. Kasama si Andre Acop. William C. Those big strides. Can't finish though. Tatakbo ang Pasay. Gurtiza to the corner. Alcoriza. Can't hit it.
It's a good shot. You know, off a run. You always want a shooter on the corner. That was the best shot possible. Maiksi lang para dito kay Renz Alcoriza.
33 seconds left. Andre, pass to William C. Puts up a free. Can't hit it. Extra pass, Jonathan Medina from the right corner. Masyadong malakas. Outlet papunta kay Renz Alcoriza. They could opt for the last shot of the quarter. Kinal will slow things down. Renz, 7 seconds left. Crossover dribble. The bump. Bumulong palabas. Pero more free throws coming up for Renz.
Your best scorer to hold the basketball in the last play of the quarter, that is Renz Alcoriza.
Santiago, pabalik sa loob for Brian Hilario. 3.5 seconds remaining. Alcoriza, former Arellano chief. So, yun niya unang free throw.
He is the leading scorer para dito sa Pasay. He has 12 in the ball game. The next guy up is Christian Pajarito with 10. Offensively, they're playing pretty well. They'll be scoring that 17th point. Could be the 18th. No, not the 18th. Pero defensively, dyan talaga sila nahihirapan.
At dyan magtatapos ang ating third quarter. And Pasay Voyagers getting outscored by Bulacan after having the lead at halftime. An 8-point turnaround para sa Cuyas led by Mart Barrera.
Well, Mart Barrera has been special here. You know, the way he's been scoring, he doesn't really move. He doesn't really dribble a lot unless needed. But the spaces that he gets through, these are tough, but still being able to see the scoring options. Itong si Mart Barrera.
69-65, Bulacan with a 4-point lead heading into the fourth.
Bakit parang ayaw mo nang makipagkita sa akin?
Dahil natatakot ako. Maganda kung iisipin pero sa totoong buhay.
So hindi pa pwede ang rich girl at poor boy?
Bakit pwede ba?
Bakit naman hindi?
Experience the romance that captivated millions. Witness the unforgettable love story of Kemal and Nihan in the Emmy Award-winning Turkish romance Endless Love. Premieres July 20, Monday at 9 p.m. only on Solar Flix. Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Happy to have you with us tonight at the Pasay Astrodome. Pasay getting tested by this pesky Bulacan Kuya squad. And again, we talked about the mid-tier teams in the North Division from number 4 all the way to number 12. Ilagan Isabela having that inside track of that 4th spot at 11-6. Pasay is at 9-9, number 7. Pero kanina nanalo ang Quezon City Black Bulls. They are at 8-9. So actually, just by the win-loss percentage, kung matalong Pasay dito, Quezon City will jump up to number 7.
Yes, that's right. So, no, right now, we're looking at the numbers. Paunahan pa ng wins. But by the percentage, posibleng umangat na si Quezon City on that safe zone, which is the 7 to 10. Still want to be able to get number 6, but each game is very important. That's going to be a travel of Jem Cruz.
Jem Cruz sat out the majority of the third quarter because of 3 fouls. Guys in pink have King Gurtiza, Nico Quinal, Renz Alcoriza, Munmun de la Cruz, and Jello Santiago. So this is a faster lineup on the floor for Coach M. Can't convert though, Moralejo. lost his footing. Pass to Jem Cruz. Sa bandang kanan, Andre Acop. Nahanap pa si Kenneth Castillo. Blows the layup though.
So could have been a gimme para dito kay Kenneth Castillo. You saw the frustration. But one thing about this team, even after a mistake, they sprint down. They know that they made a mistake pero wala ka nang magagawa. Baba and make sure that you play good defense.
Kenneth Castillo picks up his 4th foul. Guys in white have Castillo, Andre Acop, Jem Cruz, Herald Benedictos, and Joshua Moralejo. In the paint, Moon lost it.
Payong brigade para dito sa Bulacan. No space available for Monmon de la Cruz.
Moralejo signals out the play.
Interesting 5 by Pasay. They'll be playing a small ball and Monmon de la Cruz will be playing the 5 here.
Coming out was Benedictos trying to shake off Kinal. Free on the shot block. Moralejo got his legs stuck out by the defender. Free throws coming up for Joshua Moralejo. So 2 shots will be given to Joshua Moralejo. MannyPay, the digital wallet built for the community. Moralejo hits the first free throw. 6 points for Joshua.
Well, usually high usage itong si Joshua Moralejo. He averages more than 21 minutes a ball game. Pero ngayon medyo mas bawas para dito kay Moralejo.
Let's check in with Mika.
You will see so much confidence from Joshua Moralejo with the Kuyas. He admits having pressure being a 4th stringer point guard with the Warriors. Sabi niya, dahil 4th ako, takot ako magkamali. So dito medyo mas maraming oras mag-recover kung magkamali man. Isa pa, halos same age daw sila dito. Nahihiya naman daw siyang pagsabihan si Kuya Larry Rodriguez sa frontline. Basically, mas na-enhance din ang IQ niya dito with the Kuyas. Actually, even Coach Elvis has good words for this guy. Talaga lang daw puno ang guard position niya. Joshua is happy na sa unang salta daw niya, HG at Mark Cruz agad ang examples niya. Unforgettable experience, Ken Wanitz.
Maraming salamat, Mika. And sigurado ako he has taken a lot from those couple of guys. Been there, done that. Renz Alcoriza lays it in, 74-70 after that made basket. Pero yung freedom na meron si Joshua Moralejo being a key rotation piece for Coach Alan this time around for Bulacan. Here he is, setting up Ken Castillo. Mintis nga lang, couple of misses, point blank by Ken Castillo.
Malapit yan para kay Ken Castillo. Medyo masasakit yung kanyang mga mintes.
Alcoriza, straight away free! Bullseye!
They needed a scorer to be added para dito sa Pasay. That's been the struggle of Pasay to start the season. They found the answer. Renz Alcoriza, 5 straight points, make that 17 in total in the ball game.
That's his 3rd triple of the ball game. Renz Alcoriza, their only acquisition during the window, and he cuts the lead down to 1, 74-73.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Isa na lang ang labang ng Bulacan after leading by 8 points earlier. How will the Kuyas respond?
Well, we asked for a good game, Ken, and we are being given one. Both of these teams are fighting it out. Ang ganda rin ng chess match ng mga coaches natin dito.
Acop wasn't really in set in terms of getting his legs under him. Kaya mintis yung tira. Santiago, baseline drive. Farito for the lead. Wala. De Leon tumumba. Tumama yung kanyang likod sa baseline. And the crowd goes wild at the Pasay Astrodome.
Iba pa rin yung asaran dito sa Pasay, no? They really like bannering behind their team. So whenever there is a turnover or a made baskets, you really feel the emotion of these Pasay fans.
Alcoriza, heat check. Short. 3-point shot sa kabila ni Kinal, wala. May pito laban sa Pasay.
Could be a case. I felt that now na si King Gortiza in going for that jump, in going for that rebound. Coach M, will he challenge? He does have to. Okay, no
Parang
challenge. No challenge para kay Coach M.
'74-73. Drive, William C.
Not the best of angles for William C on that drive.
Farito, nakabuelo. Wala pa din.
Parehas na parehas yung nangyari doon kay William C. Tsaka kay Christian Farito. Attacking middle, not the best angle, also could not be in control.
Parera pulls the trigger, can't get it to fall. Almost 4 minutes gone by in the fourth. Alcoriza lost it. The spin. Gortiza turnover against Pasay.
Mukhang madulas yung bola. Nadulas kay Alcoriza. Nadulas din kay Gortiza.
Jem Cruz, baseline drive. Up fake, top shot.
Push.
Nawala sa balanse si King Gortiza.
There is no statistics for this, but King Gortiza has been giving the intangibles. Boxing out, able to go for those offensive rebounds, yung mga tapek, tsaka yung mga help side. Ito yung dala ni King Gortiza. Mabibigat ang mga naipo-provide nito si King Gortiza to keep them alive in the ballgame.
Papalik sa loob si Nash Enriquez.
Expect just a quick rest para kay Renz Alcoriza. They need a scorer inside.
Steve Nash still with a rock. Moralejo commits a foul. Second team foul against... third team foul na pala against Bulacan. Pero pang-apat na ni Joshua Moralejo.
Hirap basahin ni Steve Nash. He loves those situations, especially off a screen. He's not really a one-on-one point guard. He loves using the screen and then reading the situations.
Enriquez getting the step open free. Kinal. They come out empty on that trip.
These are all good attempts for Nico Kinal. You really cannot question. These are the attempts that he needs. He knows how to make. What a steal.
Naagaw ni Jello Santiago. Coast to coast for the lefty finish.
Tough as it can get. Well defended. Just better offense coming from Jello Santiago.
Ako fires and puts it in.
This game is crazy. Guts on guts, confidence on confidence. Well-played defense, just better played offense on both of the sides.
Past the midway portion of the fourth. Farito, open look. Rattles home the three.
More than the game, I'm enjoying the reactions of the fans. You always love it when they get involved because you know that there is good action in the venue.
Akop tries another one. Flanks off the rim. Farito secures the rebound.
Hard to shoot it again. A 6'7" defender in Christian Pajarito. Hesitated a little bit kaya medyo nagkulang yung lakas para kay Aaron Akop.
1 point lead for the Voyagers. Enriquez rejecting the ball screen. Nakawala sa depensa. Now you see me. Now you don't.
What did we say? It's usually the ball screen situations where it is hardest to defend. Steve Nash, Enriquez rejected, pass fake, able to drive is Steve Nash.
Akop draws a foul. Enriquez calling out all ball. Immediately signaled for a challenge.
Dalawa pa challenge si Coach M. So, they still have an opportunity to use it. Coach Alan does have only one challenge left.
So let's see. We will be back to find out if they're right.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan. Kaya yung mayanig
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was some foul resulting in a jump
At
ball.
kaya naman, agad-agad umiling ng challenge si Steve Nash dahil malinaw sa kanya na bolang-bola yung tama.
Hinabol kasi niya ito sa angle ng referee. Mukhang lumapit si Steve Nash, but obviously kita mo, it didn't take a second
Yeah.
for Coach M to challenge this.
Yeah.
You know who to credit there? The cameraman. Nahanap agad niya na challenge
Oo
si
nga.
Coach M.
Jump ball, Bulacan wins the tip. Pass deflected. Pasay in front by 3. Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
What a beauty. Rejecting the ball screen, pass fake to the right. Walang kasama sa loob si Steve Nash.
Aaron Nakop, bounce pass to Joshua Moralejo. Using that gem through screen. Still a lot of time left on their shot clock. Moralejo finds an opening. Masyadong matulis. Akop, the follow-up of the glass and in.
Ganda na nung depensa, wala lang bumox out kay Aaron Akov. You know, they play terrific defense, a good switch, a good blitz. Then just the box out to give that open opportunity for Aaron Akov.
Enriquez, up fake, short. They failed to secure the rebound. Talking about Bulacan.
And who else gets the ball but King Gortiza? The hustle has been terrific from King Gortiza.
Renz for 3! My goodness! What a show at the Pasay Astrodome!
Well, he scored 26 in the last game. Renz today already has 20. They need a scorer to step up, and Renz is showing up big time. Another whistle right here from 3. Jem Cruz will be given 3 free throws.
Now this one, not as clear as the one earlier.
This was the 3 that he wanted to finish the game and get the lead against Maykawayan. This was the same angle, the same spot, but he didn't make it. Ngayon, you gotta trust the confidence of Renz Alcoriza. Even after a loss, stayed with the same shot.
Coach Marlon Martin trusting the judgment of Jello Santiago. Another challenge coming up for the Voyagers.
bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL!
Upon review, the challenge was successful.
Challenge successful na naman.
Ito yung tira. Well, because the natural motion of Jem Cruz really umaangat yung kanyang kanang paa. Umiwas si Jello Santiago. There might be a hit, but it was Jem Cruz that actually initiated the hit.
So those two challenges potentially saved them 6
Bawal yun.
points from the free throw line. Kaya lang sa jump ball situation, di pa
Wala pa
nasa
sa
apex nung tinapik ni Farito. Not even close actually.
Which nung 2 days ago, yun yung mga tawag. Who was this? They're strict about this.
Yeah.
Keep on forgetting who this is.
Aaron Akop, malakas yung tres. Rebound nakuha ni Barrera. Tumingin sa ring. Cut ni Akop. Can't finish. Thought he got fouled.
Wrong angle coming from Aaron Akop. Too deep on the cut. Didn't know what spin he was gonna do with a basketball.
Nang hinayang siya doon, he thought he got a good look. Enriquez rejects the ball screen. Takes the free and makes it!
Always a ball screen situation where he is most elite. Once again, they go down, gave him a 3 itong Steve Nash.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Akop, sizing up the defense of Farito. Crossover dribble, sidestep, puts it in, plus the foul.
He's not done. They're not done fighting. Etong Bulacan, you cannot take them for granted because even in the late game situations, they have a guy who knows how to step up, and it is Aaron Akop.
Caught reaching in was Christian Farito. And Aaron Akop took advantage. Akop with 18 points. Itong free throw, atid sa atin extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Still perfect from the line, 5 out of 5. Total of 19 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals.
But it's still a 2-possession ball game right here. Renz gets the basketball.
Santiago against Andre Akop. Out of time left, no need to foul if you're Bulacan. Farito sa poste. Dribbling violation.
That is a dribbling violation. He considered the pass. And then all of a sudden, may denial. Biglang binabada naman niya yung bola. So that is gonna be a double violation. Still a 2-possession ball game, but this possession will be huge.
William C. to Andre Akop. Down by 4 ang Bulacan.
You have to look for Aaron right here.
Jem Cruz. Pull-up jumper. A good look. Bounces out. Great effort by William C. But Barrera misses. 68 seconds remaining. Pasay up by 4. Trying to protect this lead. The crowd desperately wants a win at home. They've lost the last 4 games at the Pasay Astrodome. And inside, Nash Enriquez.
They've been waiting for more than 2 months. The last victory of Pasay here was in May 4. And that's what, 2 months and 11 days ago. And this is a team that's always taken pride in their home games. Kaya yung crowd ngayon, extra ang energy.
Lost last time to Maykawayan Marilao. Natalo rin sa Abra, Binyan, and Cebu, and Caloocan. That's 5 straight losses actually. Check that at home. So you're right, last win they had was on May 4th. 2 months mahigit na pala. Enriquez, insurance free throws. Hitting both. A timeout by Bulacan, 48.6 seconds left.
4th guy in double digits para sa Pasay, 10 points for Steve Nash Enriquez.
Well, listen in to the huddle of Coach Alan Salansang. Wala nang timeout. The last timeout now for the Kuyas.
Sige. Itong lalabas. Barrera. Go. Ako. Ano? Si. Okay. Screen. Okay. Screen. Pasa. Pare ah. Ikaw ko. Tignan mo ah. Pare, screen. Backpick, corner. Okay. Pasa. Or tira dito. Quick, tapos.
Quick ball lang. Quick ball. Quick pressure. Wala na, penalty na tayo.
Alright, they inbound it onto the front court. 14 seconds on their shot clock. Wala na silang timeout. So at this point, a quick basket ang kailangan ng Bulacan. Down by 2 possessions, 6-point lead by Pasay. Akop receives it. Benedictos put in by Coach Alan Salansang. Aaron Akop, top shot. Had a good line but just rimmed out. Enriquez hit in the head. It's been a difficult run in front of their home fans. Enriquez, okay lang, papagpag.
Sinasabi niya that can they make a review because it was above the head. Pleading his case here. But one guy got a credit today's ball game. The heart and soul, Mr. Intangibles, King Gortiza, got his 8th rebound right there. It's been a terrific ball game. You don't see it in the numbers. He only has 5 points, has 3 assists. Pero yung puso at yung mga maliliit na bagay para kay King Gortiza, it's been heavy on the side of Pasay.
Ash Enriquez, 2 out of 2 at the line so far. Mintis, leaving the door open for Bulacan. 36 seconds remaining.
One free throw will be huge just to make it a 3-possession ball game.
It's the second one. 7-point lead. Nagmamadali si William C. Umikot. Kick out pass. Barrera hesitated. And that cost him. How about the Pasay Voyagers? Ending their run of misery at home. They reversed the trend. And you talked about how slowly the people here flocked in. Santiago Mintes. William C. will lay it in, but not enough time for Bulacan. The Pasay Voyagers get back on the winning column.
We talked about it for the first 3 quarters. We were talking about the struggle of Pasay in their defensive schemes. They allowed more than 20 points in the first 3 quarters, but finally in the fourth, they upped things up on their defensive end, led by Steve Nash Fajarito, and of course King Gortiza only allowed 13 points, scored 24, and able to get the win is the Voyagers.
And giving their home fans something to celebrate tonight. And a lot of guys, like you said, contributed to their cause. Steve Nash Enriquez with that clutch basket. But a guy that came over, a veteran, Renz Alcoriza, our best player of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Well, he was the one that really provided scoring for them, 20 in the ball game. But it was that huge 3 that gave them the lead. 5 points in that first part of the fourth quarter for them to get back in the lead. Eventually, they never looked back. Tinulungan ni Steve Nash, tinulungan ni Fajarito, but Renz Alcoriza, the total impact in his offense, well-deserving of our player of the game honors.
Renz is standing by with Mika.
Maraming salamat, Renz. Pag nag-uusap tayo mula dumating ka dito sa Pasay, palagi mong sinasabi sa akin na hinahanap po pa yung rhythm mo. Last game may 26 points ka, ngayong araw may 20 points ka. Yung tres mo kanina, wala nang mas re-rhythm pa dun.
Siguro ginawa lang namin yung motivation yung last game namin kasi sobrang heartbreak yung pagkatalo namin na yun. So, sabi ko sa teammates ko and coaches, sabi ko kailangan namin mag-gather up. Depensa, syempre, lalo na tulungan sa loob. Yun, communication lang.
Napaka-importante nitong panalong to kasi ang tagal nyo nang hindi na nanalo no, dito sa home court. Renz, kayong dalawa lang ni Christian yung talagang masasabing kuya at veterano dito sa team na to. Kumusta ka kasama nila?
Siguro, yun, as a veteran, tinutulungan ko lang yung mga rookies, yung mga mas nakakabata. Pinagsasabihan ko, syempre. Yun naman, thankful naman ako, sumusunod naman yung mga bata.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Of course, thank you sa Panginoon na binigyan ng panalo. And of course, ayun po, binabati ko po Sir Egay and Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano, Expedia Management Investment, MySpace Pet Hotel, JVA Security and Investigation Agency, NCR Dental Clinic, the second floor bar and lounge, Silver Green Manpower Corporation, and Capital Restaurant and Met Park Sports Center. Binabati ko rin yung family ko, yung mom and dad ko, and yung girlfriend ko si Via, yung family niya sa Sisa, and si Tito Vincent sa Laguna, and binabati ko rin yung mga dogs ko, si Happy and si Lucy. Yun lang. Maraming salamat.
Pinati mo daw yung dogs mo, si Juanito din daw.
Binabati ko rin si Coach Juanito, syempre yun, pinaka-poging sportscaster din. Yun lang, thank you.
Maraming salamat. Renz Alcoriza, our player of the game, is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Ken Juanito.
Saan banda yung pogi doon?
Agree ako doon! Congratulations, Renz Alcoriza and the Pasay Voyagers. And to cap off our week, we will travel to the Queen of the South. First game tomorrow, Basilan versus Batangas City at 5 p.m. Followed by Cebu versus Binyan. Dyan po sa Hoops Dome. Tomorrow, kita-kits po tayo dyan. And then we will have a one-day break. Then on Saturday, lalaban ulit ang Cebu kontra Caloocan at the Cebu Coliseum. That's gonna do it for coverage tonight from the Pasay Astrodome. On behalf of Coach Juanito Gregorio, Ms. Mika Abisamis, and our entire crew, ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik at pagsubaybay sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Basket.